If we want to make globalization available to everyone, we have to understand what it is. One can have an image of globalization being, for example, a ship with containers full of apples coming in from the United States to China. But if we look at the apples inside that container, there's nothing in those apples that say who owns it. A stolen apple looks exactly like an apple that I own. There's nothing in the apple that tells you that this apple is mine, that it can be sold, that it can be bought, that it can be rented, that it can be leased, that it can be mortgaged, that it can serve as a guarantee. About 100 operations that you can do with an apple to globalize it are not contained in the apple. What gives the apple its global attributes is the law. It is the law that says what it is that the apple can do and how it can be transferred. In other words, globalization is not about apples. We've always had apples. Globalization is about the relationships we can create between ourselves to have large amounts of apple go from one place to another with a scale such that productivity, that benefits for everybody will go up. Globalization is essentially the product of the rule of law, and it's a rule of law that is really only accessible to 1/3 of the world's population.